Hello, this is Moose 2006, and today we are going to be looking at corn and chaff. We'll take a look first at what you need to plant and grow the corn, and then we'll look at the two different ways of harvesting. So, while I find my sower here, basically, once you grow corn like this, you can either harvest the corn part of it, or you can harvest the chaff part of it. And the corn you sell like any other crop, like wheat or barley. Just take it from your silo and sell it. The chaff is used in the silage process. You put it in the silo bins just like grass and ferment it, and then you can use it in the biogas plant to ferment and sell. So first let's look at sowing. You do need a different sower than what you start with. So if you go into the shop and you go into sowers, sewing machines, the first thing, I think you start the game with maybe this one, and it does the basics, the wheat, barley, grass, and like canola. But you need to get one that lets you do corn, obviously. So if you look down here at fruit types, this first one does corn as well. I don't like this one because it's really, really small. So the one I bought is this one that does 6 meters. So it does corn, and it'll also let me do beets when I'm ready to do that. So you just get in your machine, and you notice in the bottom right hand corner I have the corn selected. If I push O, then that'll select my fruit type to beets, but I want corn. And then you just go ahead and plant it like any other crop. So really, it's not too different of a process. You just need the right sower. Let me get now to my harvester. So basically, I have three things set up here. I have the chaff harvester that you'll want to use if you do chaff. Oh, there we go. I have the chaff harvester you probably never ever want to use or invest in because it's really terrible, and it's just really small and puny and just a pain and awful, but you know, you can make your own decision. Do what you want. And then we have the regular harvester. So let's start with that. So if you go into harvester, I have one of these harvesters on this one, and it'll let me do corn, but you need the corn header. These headers are for wheat, barley, and canola. You need to get a special corn header, which are these different looking ones. And so I went ahead and I have this one, and it says fruit types, corn. So you just have to make sure you keep getting the corn fruit type. You'll be good. And then you just put it on your harvester like you would any other header, and that's it. It's the exact same, nothing different. You can put in your tipper when you're done, take it over to your silo bins over there, sell it. That's it. That's the corn part of it. If you want to use corn for chaff production so that you can make and run like a silage biogas business, then you'll need the chaff headers. So we'll go into shop, look at those, and then I'll show those processes. If you go to, I think it's in harvester actually. Yeah. So there's two harvesters for chaff, and the fruit type, it looks like these things right there. This one does 2 meters. This one is the one you want to aim for. It's super expensive, but it's worth it if you're wanting to do the chaff biogas business. And then with that crone, you'll want this header. It says fruit type corn, but it actually produces chaff. It doesn't produce corn. And then with that same harvester, you can get these for mowing and stuff, but I'm going to show you the chaff one today. So let's look at this little guy. I have it on the front. I'll get my tools up, and it says pipe out. So if I hit O, the pipe will go ahead and do that. So now it's connected up, so when I harvest it, it'll throw the chaff right in the tipper. So I will lower the header. Now I'll turn it on, and we'll go. And there's the chaff. And in the bottom right hand corner you see the fruit type is chaff, and it is slowly, very slowly filling up because this harvester is really tiny and you can't hire a worker. If you're someone who likes to hire workers to do this kind of stuff, which I enjoy, you can't do that with this. You have to do it manually and it takes forever. And again, up to you, but I stay away from that. So if you go over here, where is it? Way over there. This will really kind of rake in the chaff as like you want. Again, you have to connect a tipper to the back. Just back up and okay, put a tipper on there, and then you have to pipe out. If you don't pipe out, I'm not sure what happens. It does harvest, it just doesn't give you the chaff. It kind of wastes it. And then again, for this one, maybe you can't hire a worker for this one either. Okay, so no hiring workers for chaff, which is fine. This one doesn't take as long because it's a beast. If I can get to the right tool and then turn it on, things start spinning, and there we go. So this thing will really tear through your cornfields, produce a lot of chaff, let you make a lot of silage with it for the biogas plant. Okay, and that's basically it. Make sure that when your tipper's full, you shut the machine off and stop harvesting, otherwise it'll just waste the chaff. So I'll show you that. Like if you pipe in, it'll still harvest, but the chaff doesn't really have anywhere to go, and so it just wastes it. So if I pipe out again, and there it is. And then you just take this to the biogas plant or your cow lot, throw it in the silo bin to ferment, and it's just like using grass. So it's up to you if you want to use corn for your crop production or your chaff, or a little bit of both. I'd recommend, let me get out of this vehicle for the noise. If you do want to use it for the biogas plant, you can see in the south I bought Field 41 kind of for this purpose. That way it's just closer. Just a little tip, I guess. So that's basically all there is to corn. You just need to make sure you get all the right implements by looking at the fruit types. So you do need a different sower. You can use the same harvester, but you need a different header. And then you have to choose if you want to do, crop, chaff, or, half your field for one, half your field for the other. Whatever you want to do with it. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that was unclear or if you have questions about anything. And have yourselves a very nice day.